Hi, and welcome to the PHP Symfony subsection. We will start with creating our local environment. As you remember, we have to create a web server, microservice application by itself, and Elasticsearch as a standalone Docker containers. And we will use the FOSS Symfony framework at our work. As you can see, it is the latest long-term support release. If you have never worked with Symfony before, don't worry a lot. You don't need to know the whole peculiarities of how it works, as you can download the whole project skeleton from attachment and simply continue with me further. But that is a great framework, I have been using it over 5 years, and if you would like to find out more about Symfony, please visit official documentation. I will add a coding link to the attachments. So please download project skeleton from attachment and let's skip to it. I will use PHP Storm editor for representing project within that and next lectures. Please open readme file now. Situated here at the bottom of project structure. Here you will find different installation instructions. Let's execute it together one by one. First of all, we have to add a local domain that would be used for testing at the host file. If you don't know how to add it to your local system, please visit that page and forward with instructions according to your operational system. After, you will add a coding record to your host file. Next, you have to bring up our Docker environment, user docker compose YAML file. But first, let's have a look inside the configuration. Let's open Docker Compose. Here we have 3 services. So first of all, we are having here Nginx web server. A coding Docker configuration is located at CI folder. Let's open it. Here you can find Nginx. And here is Docker file that installs server by itself and mounts our server configuration. Our server would be listening at Udemy PHP test. You can check it by opening inside the available configuration. Here is that line, server name. That's why we added a coding record to our host file. So our web server would be listening at a coding domain and forward request to our application container that is called Udemy PHP as PHP. Let's return to our Docker Compose configuration, and here you are able to see our PHP container. It is also built from our CI folder PHP Docker configuration. Here is how Docker configuration file looks like. It is built from official PHP 7.3 FPM version, and we are installing here different packages in addition. The last one at our Docker Compose file is Elasticsearch instance by itself, and that configuration you are already familiar with. So now let's bring up the environment. For that purpose, I will go to console. Here is our root project folder, and let's run docker compose upd. So that will bring up our 3 containers. Let's check if all is running. Docker ps. As you can see, all of them are running properly. So the next step from our instruction, let's close that files and return to readme. That is review N5 and check the Elastic connection URI. So our application need to know how to connect with Elasticsearch engines, and here there is connection URL. In our case, that is Udemy PHP Elasticsearch at port 9200. So that is our connection string. In addition, if you will check Docker Compose, we are exposing port 9202 at our local host, so you can connect to current instance using Elasticsearch plugin or Postman using current port and localhost address. So our next step would be the installation of whole application dependencies. To provide it, you have to copy that command, docker exec it php container and composer install. So let's run it. It will take some time. Here I have already it installed, but we also can have a look at our composer.json file and check what dependencies do we really have to install. In that case, as you can see, we are requiring PHP package. So we are using framework bundle, and that is 4.4 version. In addition, we will use ONGR Elasticsearch bundle for our integration with Elasticsearch engine. From some interesting things, also our FOSS bundle, that is special bundle that allows us to create RESTful API in more convenient way. And we will use also Nelmio packages that will allow us to create good documentation for our RESTful API. Plus, in addition, we have some Symfony packages, and that is mostly all we have here. So after all package dependencies are installed, go to the next page at our Udemy PHP contest and put API/doc, and you have to see such a view. And congratulations, first step is done. See you at the next lecture, where we will speak about our controller, REST API and respond request models.